Back to the channel, everyone. It's DTM here. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my official WrestleMania 42 predictions. We're going to talk about both nights and all the 13 confirmed matches. I'm going to tell you who I think is going to win, why, and where I think storylines can go from here. We're going to start first with the first match on the kickoff of the show, which is on the first hour free on ESPN between the Usos and LA Knight versus the Visions, Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and IShowSpeed. I'm predicting this to be the worst match of the show. I'm just saying that because I think by an in-ring, it's not going to be the best. Maybe Jade Rhea will be worse, but back to this match. I think that the Usos and LA Knight will beat IShowSpeed in the Vision. Would help if IShowSpeed turning on the Vision and getting the win for the Usos and LA Knight. Storylines, I think that Vision will continue feuding with the Usos for the tag titles, and I think eventually the Usos will win the titles back again. I think that the next match is Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu in an unsanctioned match. I'm predicting that Jacob Fatu gets the win over Drew McIntyre and cements himself as a main event player. I think Drew McIntyre can afford the loss because he's already a proven main event star, recently having the undisputed WWE Championship reign before losing it to Cody. But I think Jacob Fatu is on the edge on becoming a main event star and being in the mid card, and I feel like a loss would put him right back in the mid card, and it wouldn't make him, a main event player. But with a win, he's definitely going to be solidified as a main event star and probably going after the world title after that. I think Drew McIntyre is going to film a movie, so he won't be back for a few months. And that's it for the pre-show. The first hour free on ESPN. And then the real show starts at 7. The next match we're going to talk about is the AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch match for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm predicting that this match could go either way. I feel like if AJ Lee is going to stay and be a full-time wrestler, I think that she should definitely retain the title then. And I think if she's going to stay there and AJ will retain the title, Becky could go to the main event scene, which she desperately needs to go to because she's been in the women's mid-card for a year at this point. I think that she would be great as have another world championship reign. But then I really think that Becky also could win because AJ Lee might not be back for a while and she continue feud and stuff, and Becky can have it and then lose it to upcoming maybe like Roxanne Perez or Jordan Grace or something. But my official prediction for this match is that Becky Lynch defeats AJ Lee to become the Women's Intercontinental Champion for the third time in her career. The next match we're going to be talking about is the Seth Rollins versus the Ring General Gunther. This match had no build, no story. It just for the sake of having a match, getting Gunther on the card, getting Seth on the card. I feel like this match might be the best of the weekend. Again, I also think this could go either way, but I think Gunther could win. Obviously, he's the career killer and his gimmick and stuff. He retired John Cena, AJ Styles, and Goldberg. I think that he has a chance to win, but I actually think that Seth will win this match. My prediction is that Seth Rollins will defeat Gunther to win via pinfall. I think that Gunther could win via shenanigans, which returning Braun Breaker, attacking Seth and costing him. But I think that Seth should win and then Braun comes out and attacks him because I just love Seth and I think that he should win. The next match we'll be talking about is the women's fatal 4-way for the women's tag team championships between, I think, was it the Lyra, Valkyria, and Bayley versus the Bella Twins versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Last Legend. I've heard reports that it won't be the Bella Twins in the match. Nikki Bella is injured, so she won't. She has a foot injury, so she won't be partaking. I heard rumors that maybe the Kabuki Warriors will be in there, but recently I heard reports that Paige is going to return to WWE at WrestleMania 40 and take the place of Nikki Bella. It's still going to be the Bella Twins, half of the Bella Twins, with Brie Bella and Paige being in there. I think that is what's going to happen, but you never know. But who I think is going to win, I feel like anyone can win in this match. Obviously, I think the Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Lash Legend, the current champs, aren't going to win. I do think that they're the least likely to win. And for my prediction, I'm going to go with Bayley and Lyra. Lyra Valkyria and Bayley to be our next women's tag team championships. After I'm going to predict that they pin Charlotte. I'm just going to predict that Lyra pins Charlotte to win the titles. And then I think maybe Charlotte and Alexa can break up in the match and start feuding separately, one-on-one. And then the main event of night one is Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship. I feel like this match should be good on paper. Pat McAfee is probably going to get involved, which is not ideal, but I just hope that the match can be good. We have a solid ending, and that the Viper Randy Orton becomes the new undisputed WWE Championship by pinning Cody Rhodes to win number 15 with no help from Pat McAfee, no celebration with Pat McAfee. I hope that can happen. I could see Cody winning, just because he just won the title and they continue the feud with him and Randy winning at SummerSlam. But I really do think that we're finally going to get number 15 for Randy Orton, and he's going to win. I feel like we probably are going to continue the feud between him and Cody, no matter who wins. But I think like Randy should win, and the feud shouldn't end, but it shouldn't end with Cody winning the title back. But that's it. Randy Orton is going to win night one of the main event of night one of WrestleMania to become a 15-time world champion. Next is night two. We're going to first predict the free ESPN 1 hour, the matches that are on the pre-show. Not the pre-show, the first hour free on ESPN. The first match is the Beast Incarnate versus the Ruler Obafemi. I feel like this match, a lot of them actually, now I think about it, can go either way. I think Brock Lesnar could win. Maybe Brock Lesnar wins now, and then at SummerSlam, Oba can retire him. I don't think that should happen, though. I think that definitely Obafemi should beat the Beast, Brock Lesnar, and stand tall and become, the face of WWE, the next big guy. And I think by the end of the year, Obafemi will be either World Heavyweight Champion or Undisputed Champion. Predicting that to happen, maybe at SummerSlam, maybe Survivor Series, but I do think that Obafemi will be a World Champion by the end of the year. So, yeah, my prediction, Obafemi beating Brock Lesnar. And then we got the other match on the first hour free. It's the 6-pack ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship between Penta, JD McDonough, Javon Evans, Rusev, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio. I think this match, honestly, might be the best match of the night. Not just the night, the whole weekend. Penta, Javon, all the stars in there are a great type for a ladder match. I think Rusev is the only exception, not great, but I think he'll be great. He'll introduce the big physical aspect wrestling that he has. But my prediction that who's going to win is our new Intercontinental Champion will be your boy's bounty, Mr. Javon Evans. I think that Javon Evans will climb the ladder, and he'll grab the title and become our new champion. I think he's going to be the champion, and I think him and Penta are going to continue to feud going into Backlash, and then maybe in Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank's farther, but I think that Javon Evans will be our new champion. He'll climb the ladder and win the match. Next, we have which when the show officially starts, the first match we're going to talk about will be the Demon Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. I think that this is going to be a Finn win. I think Dominic has many WrestleManias to come, many opportunities to win, many opportunities to have great, historic, big moments. But Finn is old. Finn is getting old, and I don't know how many more Mania moments he's gonna have. So and he doesn't really lose with the Demon. The Demon hasn't been there in 2-3 years. So yeah, my prediction is that the Demon Finn Balor beats Dominic Mysterio. The next match we'll be talking about is Trick Williams versus Sami Zayn for the United States Championship. This match was probably definitely going to happen. Always didn't need to be for the United States title. Sacrifice Carmelo Hayes. Could have been Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov. Fantastic match could have happened, but they sacrificed the soul of Carmelo to have Sami become U.S. champ. And I think this is like the most easiest pick to have Sami lose. Like, Trick Williams 100% needs to win this match. There's no need not to. The gingerbread man, Sami Zayn, does not need to win at all. He needs to lose, honestly. He does. To, make Trick feel like the next big thing and to strap a rocket to him and propel him to the main event and hopefully have him win the Money in the Bank ladder match this year in September. So yeah, obviously my prediction is Trick Williams defeats Sami Zayn to become the new United States champion. Next match we're going to talk about is Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley for the WWE Women's Championship. This match I'm least excited for. I have no high hopes at all. I actually think that it's going to be the worst match. If it's not the 6-man tag that I talked about earlier. But I don't know who's going to win. I feel like it's also close because they might want Jade to win, having returned Bianca Belair and set up that feud. But this title reign for Jade has been horrible. Like, it's just been not good at all. And I do think that Rhea Ripley will win the championship from Jade and continue reign, maybe with Io turning and her winning the title. Now the main event of WrestleMania, I'm going to talk about Roman Reigns versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. In my prediction, I have Roman Reigns beating CM Punk with the return of The Rock happening, maybe setting up the match at WrestleMania 43, or the recreation of the Bloodline with Usos, Roman winning the title, and The Rock coming back. I think that might be the reason why it's the main event. And I could see Punk winning, I guess, but I do really think that Roman Reigns will be your next World Heavyweight Champion. And I actually forgot about this match. We have Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship. This match also could go either way. I think if you want Steph to win, and then she can feud with other stars and have those dream matches that we wanted. But my prediction is that Liv Morgan wins the Women's World Champion and walks out of WrestleMania happy and fulfilled that she is the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked my predictions. I hope I do good. And that is all. This has been DTM. Goodbye.